Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Neeraj Khare. I'm basically an electrical engineer with a postgraduate diploma in business management. I'm having total 23 years of experience, 21 years of experience working with different organizations like Crompton Greaves Limited, MCO Limited, and finally BACS Rajdhani Power Limited. It's a Reliance group of company. And in 2019, I have started on my own as a consultant, and I have started one. I've founded one organization, Adi Shakti India, and further in 2021, I have ventured into sustainable development field, and I have started. I've founded another organization, Sustainable Development Solutions LLP. So as of now, I am a consultant, and I am having two organizations, and I am into field of green buildings as well as power systems. So this is my brief. I am based in New Delhi. So this is my brief introduction. Hopefully, actually, because of this COVID issue, we have to interact online. Otherwise, I would have loved to be at the center and interacting with you directly. Earlier, pre-COVID, I used to visit your center, and then we had a very nice session one-to-one with participants. So there is some limitations in this online issue, online meetings and all. So this is my brief introduction, and hope your training session must be going on well. And today my session will be on transformer maintenance and condition monitoring. So before I begin my presentation and discussions, I want to know from the participants what are the topics which have been covered on transformers so far. So anybody can, I'm not able to view everyone. So anybody can unmute himself and just confirm me what are the topics covered so far on transformers.
The transformer oil testing and moisture testing has been done.
Okay. Oil testing as a whole one session, or it
yes,
is a
whole session
of on oil testing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and anything else?
Moisture testing has also been done.
In moisture testing, you are saying what kind of what was discussed in that lecture in moisture testing?
Sir, DFR technique, sir.
DFR technique.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
For some switchgear production has been also been done, CTPT.
No. I am talking only about transformers. I'm not talking about switchgear. Is the basic section covered? Basic on transformers?
Yes, the basic has also been covered.
Basic has also been covered. What I want to know is this only: ki basic has been covered or not? Okay. Yes. So basic on transformers has been covered. So so let's begin with today's our discussion. So you all know, this is a basic slide that we all know, people from electrical background, that the power system comprises of generation, transmission, distribution, and we have different sets of voltage levels: generation at 11 kV, 22 kV, and then transmission from 66 kV to 765 kV AC. It is the highest in use, and then 800 kV DC also, and then there is one testing station at Bina MP, 1200 kV AC, and very soon we may be having commercial lines of 1200 kV AC. And then we have distribution at 33 kV, 11 kV, 433 and 240 volts. So these are the different levels of generation, transmission, distribution in India. And the equipment which is managing this voltage levels and all is, we all know, it's a transformer. So we all know that it's a device which changes voltage level at different level, and this makes it a very vital and most critical assets of power system. And as of now in India, the highest and lowest capacity of transformers is lowest is 10 kV. I'm talking about utility. So lowest is 10 kVA, 6.5 kV, and the highest with 760 kV voltage is 500 MVA into 3. There are 3 units of 500 MVA, making it a transformer of 1500 MVA, 765 kV. And then at Bina we have 3 units of 333 MVA, making it almost a 1000 MVA unit with a voltage class of 1200 kV. So these are the highest rating and lowest rating of transformers which are being installed in our country. And transformer being the heart of power system, it requires lot of attention. It requires lot of attention, and that is why we will be discussing what we have to do, what is the present status of transformer. We will be seeing with my practical experience and all, we will be seeing what is the present condition of transformer, what are the scope of work which is to be done. And what I will be doing is, when we talk about transformers, we have different types of transformers. Mostly talked about is power transformer and distribution transformer. So if we see, power transformers are taken care of very well, because it's a it's used in mostly transmissions and all, and outages cannot be afforded. It's a very costly equipment, so it is taken care of very well. But when it comes to the distribution side, distribution transformers are in very poor shape. Frankly speaking, people, you all are coming to join the this power sector, but let me make you aware that when we talk about distribution transformer, the condition is poor, and there is lot of scope. There is lot of scope to work on to improve the condition. So just information for you, when this transformer, maybe you may be knowing when this transformer is invented. So this transformer was invented in Hungary by Otto Platy, Mixaderi, these are the people working, these are engineers working for Gans company in Hungary, and they first designed and used the transformers, and later on engineers from Westinghouse, England, perfect the design. Those were Lucien Goddard, Sebastian Franti, and William Stanley. So this means that the transformer is with us since last 36 years. And now coming future, as of now, we cannot imagine our life with transformers, because electricity is become an essential part of our life. And as of now, the transformer is the equipment which is supplying us the electricity, we can say, from generation, transmission to distribution. It is a device without which the electricity cannot be made available. But now with the movement, this this revolution of the incoming of solar energy, and with the installation of rooftop solar. So with the installation of rooftop solar, and the goal of net zero concept, net zero thing by 250, we may see that now the consumer will become, and they are becoming generator, and they are producing their own electricity, using it, and even they are selling it to the grids and all. So in the coming time, we may see that how we have to see how this transformer and power system will change because of the solar power energy and rooftop solar, which is generating for our own building and all. So we may say we will be seeing the changes slowly as the things will move. So now further, I want to know from you all further, if we go further, before going further, now you have said that your basics of transformers have been covered. Okay, so few questions from my side, and anybody can unmute and answer those questions irrespective of, I will not be naming the person. So when we talk about transformers, it has got many components. So which is the active component? Which is the active component of transformer? Anybody?
AC power.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
My question, have you understood my question?
Yes, sir.
When we talk about transformer, there are many components, many parts. These parts and components must have been covered in the basics of transformers. So which is the active part? Which is the active part? What it is known?
Sir, AC power supplied to the transformer.
I'm talking about the component of transformer. If a transformer is installed before you, there are different components: bushings, conservator, tank, etc., etc. So which is the active component in that particular transformer?
All the components.
Hello.
Winding.
Yes, winding and what it is called? Winding and
Sir, oil, sir.
Oil is another component. When we talk about winding, there is a term used in combined term used for.
Winding transformer.
Pardon? Yes, please.
The two winding transformer.
No. I'm not two winding, three winding is different concept. There is core also, no, in the transformer active. When I'm talking about active component, actually which is doing the this transformation, which is doing this transformation of voltage. What it is? Core coil assembly or core and winding assembly.
Yes, sir.
है ना? There is core, there is coil, which is doing all this transformation of voltages at different levels. So when we talk about core coil assembly, okay, so what are the components of that core coil assembly? What it consists of?
Sir, basically core is the component, CRGO material.
Core is made of CRGO. What about other things in core and winding assembly?
The primary winding and secondary winding.
Okay, there is a one primary, one secondary winding. Okay, so what is the winding made up of?
Copper.
Copper or aluminum in the case of lower rating transformers. So is this copper bare in the core and coil assembly, or it is having some insulation?
Yes, sir, insulation.
Sir.
Which insulation?
Epoxy resin, sir.
Epoxy?
Epoxy resin.
So what about then you are talking about epoxy resin. Now what are the types of transformer commonly used in India? What is the commonly used transformer? In terms of
Core type and cell type.
pardon? Can you please come again?
The core type and cell type of transformer is made in India.
No. I am talking about you talked about epoxy resin. So that means you are talking about insulation of the transformer. So on the basis of insulating material, what are the types of transformers? On the basis of insulating material. You can refer your notes if you want.
So oil type and dry type.
Yes, oil type and dry type. Now, in case of dry type, you can say the conductor is covered with epoxy resin. What about? But it is which is the commonly used transformer in our country as of now?
Oil type, sir.
Oil type. So I am talking about oil type transformer. So, which is the insulating material by which the copper is covered?
So paper hota hai, sir.
Yes, it is electrical grade crepe paper, craft paper of class A insulation. Okay. So now one thing comes out is your transformer, your oil filled transformer consists of a paper insulation. Okay. So this is one type of insulation. What is the other insulation material available in the transformer? Transformer oil. What is the purpose of oil? It is insulating material as well as
Cooling.
as well as cooling. So the second material available in transformer is oil. Okay. So now you have oil and you have paper. What is the nature of these? What is the nature of these two insulating material? What let me explain if I can ask you what happens if transformers operates, what happens to these insulating material? How transformer behave?
Insulation provided because of the mainly when oil is heated up, so for cooling the transformer winding or transformer.
That is a process that is you are talking about coolant. I am talking about there are two insulating material. Okay, this oil as well as paper. So first of all, what kind of nature they are? If suppose your transformer is operating, for example, let me ask it another way. If suppose I have energized the transformer, okay, oil filled transformer, what happens? When the transformer energizes, what happens? It started its function of transformation of voltage. Okay, it is converting from one level to another. And what other things happen inside it?
Mutual induction.
That is, the transformer has started operating. It is changing the voltage level. What other things started happening inside the transformer apart from mutual induction and transformation of voltages? In terms of chemistry. Oil starts circulating. Okay, and
Sir, please repeat the question.
Heat transfer.
See, what I'm asking is, if you have energized an oil-filled transformer having oil as the cooling and insulating material and the paper-covered conductor, what starts in terms of chemical, chemistry, or physics? What happens? What starts happening inside a transformer?
Load increases, transform oil circulate according to the heat transfer from high temperature to lower temperature.
Okay, so this is one thing that
Sir,
is started happening.
Sir, when it is connected to supply, it draws a magnetic current to magnetize the core.
See that, then I'm not asking about those transformation. I'm talking about what chemistry starts happening inside the transformer. I'm talking about the chemistry, not the electrical part now. One of your colleague has said कि heating starts place. Okay, when you energize the transformer, current starts circulating in the coils and heating starts place. So this is one thing, heating. And what is the other thing?
Sir, mass transfer also happening in the transformer oil, sir.
Which transfer?
Mass transfer.
What is it?
Creating bubbles, sir. Creating bubbles, sir.
No, actually there are no bubbles left in the transformer. After your filtration is done, after you filter oil, before energizing, you release all the airs and all the air bubbles from all sides of bushings, and also no bubble remains inside the transformer just prior to energizing.
Sir,
Now, now one of you have said the oil starts circulating. Okay, so that is a process. Hot oil comes down, cool oil, hot oil goes up and cool oil comes down. Now there is expansion of oil also. With the temperature, you have said that the rise in temperature, there will be expansion of oil also. Do you agree?
oil
Oil will expand with the rise in temperature, and it will contract with the lowering down of temperature when there are less load, or even it is affected by your this atmospheric temperature also. So what happens? What happens during expansion and contraction of oil? What happens? How your transformer interact with atmosphere during this expansion and contraction? How your transformer interacts with atmosphere? What happens?
Breather is there to restrict the.
There is there, but there is there a component. There is a component. But what happens actually?
It absorbs the you enter into fresh air. The moisture.
Okay, let me speak. What happens is when the oil contracts, your atmospheric air will go inside the transformer oil. Will it not or no? Will it go?
Yes.
Atmospheric air consists of lot of gases and all. Even it may be some pollutant also. It will go inside your transformer, and your atmospheric air consists of moisture also. Okay, it consists of different gases. It consists of oxygen also. So what happens is, you said that it is the breather is installed in a transformer. Okay, so it will trap the moisture. But what about oxygen? Will it be able to trap the oxygen?